How the hell did they pull that off? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Miraculous anime victories.
Go, guys.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the times heroes and villains in anime somehow managed to pull off a win when the deck was completely stacked against them. We're not saying these wins aren't impressive or enjoyable, just really unexpected. Also, be on the lookout for tons of spoilers down the line. Number 10, Kazuma's party vs Hans. Konosuba. On the one hand, you've got a NEET with 3 powerful companions at his side, a goddess, a fearsome knight, and a powerful sorceress. That being said, they're probably the least effective adventurers in RPG history, not to mention they're going up against one of the Devil King's generals, who just happens to be a deadly slime monster. Thankfully, the combination of Kazuma's quick thinking and Aqua's rather violent faith managed to win the day. Oh, and Megumin got in a good explosion, of course. Number 9, Karasuno vs Shiratorizawa. Haikyuu. Obviously, there will always be winners and losers in all sports anime, and Haikyuu is by far one of the best in this regard. Not only did it make volleyball seem epic, but it wasn't afraid to put its characters through the emotional ringer on the back of some pretty vicious defeats. More than anything, we just wanted to see the Crows take flight again. However, their final victory seems a tad unlikely. Don't get us wrong, everyone on the team grew as athletes, especially Tsukishima, but for God's sake, they went up against the monster that was Ushijima and still won. That dude was a beast. Number 8, Kirito vs Heathcliff. Sword Art Online. Not even video game logic can stop us from calling out this win. Yeah, Kirito was motivated by the power of love and all that, but Heathcliff was the creator of the whole game.
Defeat me and you clear the game, and all of the players will be able to log out from this world. No strings attached.
His stats were beyond high. It was literally impossible for him to be defeated. He was the boss that no player could vanquish. Point proven when he manages to kill Kirito by the end of their brawl. So how does our OP protagonist bounce back? Well, he somehow causes a glitch that brings him back from the brink, giving him the opening he needed to land the finishing blow. That's a whole other level of hack. Number 7, Kaiji vs the Bog. Kaiji. The fact Kaiji pulls this off is a miracle beyond miracles. In order to free himself and his allies from a life of slave labor and finally escape financial hell, Kaiji has to win against a pachinko machine that is specifically designed to be unbeatable. To be fair, Kaiji technically loses all of his money and only gets to the end by the skin of his teeth, but the fact that he manages to essentially overload the thing with balls until he wins by default is a comeback we still can't believe he managed to pull off. Number 6, Yugi vs Noah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. There must be some kind of trick to that heart of the cards business, because not only does Yugi manage to pull off a win with someone else's deck, but he starts off the duel with only 400 life points, while his opponent has 7,000.
This better be a monster card, or I've got nothing to protect my life points!
And yet, in typical King of Games fashion, he manages to claim victory. However, I think we can all agree that the real loser here is Kaiba.
You can't let that little punk Noah win this duel, Yugi.
I know.
Then get back in the game and face him like a man.
I mean, how would you feel if you lost a match to your adoptive brother, only to have your rival step in and win it with your deck, while starting the whole thing off with a handicap? That's gotta hurt.
Blue Eyes White Dragons! Attack! Wipe him out!
Number 5, Yusuke vs Toguro. Yu Hakusho. From the author's other works, we could have put Kurapika's battle against Uvogin in here, but we think this one just inches out further in terms of unexpectedness.
I'll get you if I ever get the chance.
After getting his ass handed to him, it looks like Yusuke has lost the will to fight against the fierce might of the demon Toguro. That is until Kuwabara chooses to sacrifice himself.
I did what I could. Now beat him for all of us.
His final manly parting words are all Yusuke needs to fuel his strength and unleash more spiritual power than before, enough to even overcome Toguro at 100%. Thanks for that, Kuwabara. Maybe you should throw your life away more often.
Winner of the tournament, Team Urameshi!
Number 4, Shirou vs Gilgamesh. Fate's Day Night, Unlimited Blade Works. We all remember Gilgamesh, right? How back in Fate Zero he was an archer-class servant of unparalleled power and arrogance. How his noble phantasm allowed him to summon no end to fierce weaponry capable of slaughtering whole armies. Yeah, he got his ass kicked by a teenager. Don't get us wrong, Shirou unlocking unlimited blade works is all kinds of awesome, and we know masters often get their hands dirty just as much as the servants, but still, he owns him like he's nothing. Bet Kiritsugu wishes he had something like that back when he had to deal with his Holy Grail shit. Number 3, Soma vs Aizen. Food Wars. You gotta love Soma. He's a chef who has such confidence in his cooking that he not only managed to defeat a member of the Elite 10, but he did so despite all the judges being bribed. Yep, his food is just that delicious. With his dormitory under siege, Soma dares to defy against Aizen and his corrupt methods, managing to create a dish that was so mouthwatering that all 3 judges literally couldn't bring themselves to disregard it, earning him a complete victory. The only thing more satisfying than his dish is the look on Aizen's face when he's forced to try it. Number 2, Simon vs the Anti-Spiral. Gurren Lagann the movie, The Lights in the Sky Are Stars. Team Daiguren didn't just manage to pierce the heavens when they defeated this monster, they practically broke the universe. After combining their spiral power and gunmen into a single being, Simon and the others managed to literally drill right on through the walking extinction event known as the Anti-Spiral. If seeing a mecha the size of a galaxy was crazy, just wait until you see Simon then proceed to pummel him down with his fists. Granted, we're sure any of us would fight tooth and nail if we had a bay like Nia to go back to, but managing to outpunch the embodiment of stagnation, that's surely only something Kamina could do. Number 1, Joseph Joestar vs Cars. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. As a pillar man, Cars was already on his way to becoming invincible, aside from an aversion to sunlight. Then he got his hands on the red stone of Aja and became an ascended being who could control all life on the planet. The only one standing in his way, a New Yorker whose master plan involved getting the hell out of there. But as expected from Joseph freaking Joestar, he manages to outwit Cars by using the force of a volcano to send him hurtling into space. All this after he got his hand cut off, we might add. The Joestar strand of luck is so potent, it's scary.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.